Hello, welcome back to Amazing Friday Morning. I'm your host, Carly Zeus from New Jersey. Today we will bring you news of the horrid story of the Hindenburg. It was yesterday, May 6, 1937. The Hindenburg was a blimp that was designed to be a giant passenger airship. It was planned to make 10 round trips between Germany and the U.S. There were 97 people on board, including passengers and crew members. People of New Jersey were watching in amazement of the giant 804-foot blimp that was nearly the size of the Titanic. The blimp left the Frankfurt airfield at 7:16 p.m. and flew over Cologne, and then crossed to the Netherlands before following the English Channel, past the chalky cliffs of Beachy Head in southern England, then heading out over the Atlantic shortly after 2 a.m. the next day. The blimp was flying over the Front Gate Naval Air Engineering Station in Lakehurst, New Jersey, when all of a sudden, the blimp burst into flames and plummeted 200 feet to the ground. Some of the crowd stood there in astonishment, and others ran for their lives. 36 people lost their lives in the accident. But now, to our on-scene reporter, Karen White.
Thank you, Carl. I am at the scene only one day after the disaster. I am here to interview
Shirley Temple.
So, Shirley, you were a passenger aboard the Hindenburg when it crashed.
Correct.
Let's just get started. So, Shirley, why were you aboard the Hindenburg?
I was on the Hindenburg with my husband. He was part of the crew. Unfortunately, he did not survive.
I'm so sorry. However, did you feel the effects of the disaster?
Yes, I felt burning fire, shaking, and the impact of it hitting the ground.
As of now, why do you think the Hindenburg caught fire?
I'm not 100% sure, but I personally think it was something to do with an extreme flammable gas.
Oh, that's different. I haven't heard that before. Now, Shirley, how are you feeling now? Are you still harmed from the disaster?
Yes, lots of broken bones and bruises, some burn marks.
For the last question, I must know if you are at least feeling a little better than when it first happened.
Yes, I already feel much better, and I am less scared and much more sore from the impact than I originally was.
Well, we all hope you recover as soon as possible. I thank you so much for your time here with me. Back to you, Carl.
Thanks, Karen. We are all very sorry for the loss of the families who lost people in this very tragic accident. We now have another witness of the event, so back to Karen with another witness.
I'm here for another interview with a witness. Remind me on your name?
I'm John Johnson.
All right, John Johnson. Where were you at the time of the disaster?
I was outside getting the mail.
Now, did you feel the effects of the disaster?
I was just a little shaken up and almost got knocked over. I was worried that the blimp would fall into the town.
If you don't mind, can you describe exactly what you saw from the ground?
At first I heard a loud sound coming from the sky. I looked up and I saw a ball of flames and gas hurtling towards the ground.
What was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was mostly confusion and fear.
How are you feeling now compared to when it originally happened?
I'm just shocked with the fact that this happened. It's just so terrible.
Thank you so much for being here with me. Back to you, Carl.
Thanks a lot, Karen. We now have evidence to believe that the cause of the Hindenburg was an electrostatic discharge that ignited the leaking hydrogen. We are all very sorry for those who lost people in the Hindenburg accident. That is all the time we have for today, folks. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed this flight, and this ride has been fun, but it's time to pop out and have a great rest of the day. It's a goodbye from your host, Carly Zeus.